Oh, oh, hey, what's up? Welcome back to Girl Chat Sports. Mo and Mel here on a West Coast Wednesday. Sorry for the delay. I know we're usually at 7, but there was a big game on, and I had to finish making sure
You had
that the
to. I
Bulls,
mean, when they was down 10 points
man,
early in the first half, I was
they
kind of
was
like,
down more than 10 points. I think it was
yeah,
like
absolutely.
16, 18.
Absolutely.
I mean, I saw the
I
third
thought it
quarter.
was
I tuned
over.
out during the third quarter. I turned
Well,
out.
I
I was
thought it
like,
was over. I thought it was over. And I looked up
back.
and I saw that it was like, oh my God, we got a game.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a game is right. And
Yeah.
they pulled it off thanks to some great defense. Zach LaVine came through towards the end and really
Mind
really
you, D
showed
Rosa
out.
did travel, and let's shout out his little daughter for doing them screams at the free throw line when Pascal Siakam was at the line, because I could hear her scream over everybody.
Well, hang on. I will show that. I got that anyway. I got it queued up, ready to go. Here we go.
Go ahead, show it.
Is the daughter of DeMar DeRozan. And here's the voice you're hearing when Raptors shoot. She's screaming. That time it didn't work. Hey, it's the thought that counts. Trying to help Daddy out.
Shout out to her, because she's like the sixth man right there on their bench.
Yes, she is. Yes,
and the
she
thing of it
is.
is she was doing it enough, and she timed it precisely. She knew when the
She
ball
was on her
be.
game.
She screamed at the right moment. She psychologically had them. And that was like, because there's nothing like a child screaming. They don't get that distraction.
No. And
so
parents don't like that.
Scream,
so those guys out there that got kids are probably like, it's like deafening to their ears. You know what I mean? Hearing those screams.
Well, it's definitely, and it's jarring, because they're like, oh my God, what's going on with this child? Is she in crisis? Because it's a child screaming.
Is this child in crisis? Oh,
right.
wow.
Like, you don't know. Like, she's doing blood curdling screams. Not upset like a baby tantrum scream. She's doing like, help somebody grab me scream.
Someone's grabbing me.
Come on. Shout out to her being the sixth man.
Absolutely. That was, man.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Lil DR did her thing. Like, you showed up for your dad. That's what you're supposed to do.
Absolutely. Shout out. What's up, Jonathan? Thanks for tuning in. Girl daddy's not mad at it, of course.
Yeah.
Got to be good with that. So I wanted to get into a couple hot topics. There's so much going on. You never know what can really be the hot topic or not. But for me, because this is still something that's like eating me inside, Sunday Ticket, left for YouTube TV this year. DirecTV didn't renew after 2022.
Right.
Well, I think it was like yesterday or Monday, YouTube announced their prices. So get this. If you're a YouTube subscriber already, which is already $73 a month, then you'll be paying $249 before June 6th. $249 if you order before June 6th, and then $349 for the season if it's after June 6th. If you want the red zone, $289 early, $389 for the season with red zone if you do it after. If you're not a YouTube subscriber, which I am not, $449 for the season or $349 early. If you want red zone, $49 or $389 early. And I don't see no mention of payment plans, because on DirecTV, they billed us with our bill. So, you had an extra, like, it's supposed to be like $50 some. I was always able to call in and negotiate, get a discount, get like a discount for a year. I've had like $35 discounts for 12 months for
guess what?
for a year.
Guess what? At the end of the day, they're going to get that bread.
I don't know if they're going to get it from me.
To pay it or not. I'm not sure. That. It is what it is. Yeah. I mean, we're going to have to visit casinos, bars, whatever. But I'm not
for all those out there that have YouTube TV. My question is it kind of like Netflix that you can like share a password? Like, can someone share with me their
because NFL you have to Sunday be a Ticket password? To watch the Cobra Kai's. No, because when my brother was subscribed to YouTube to watch the Cobra Kai's before they went to Netflix, he couldn't share nothing with me to get on and watch any of it.
You guys, we as a team here need to figure out the loophole in this, because I know for one, I can't get no discounts with them. For two, what I've heard before is that YouTube only has 4 screens at a time, whereas DirecTV, me on a Sunday morning was in bed with 8 screens watching every single game that was on.
Well, I suggest you go to the sportsbook, sis. That's their only option.
I don't want to be at no sportsbook. I don't want to spend no money. I don't want to deal with all that stuff.
But you either gonna pay the bread or you not. That's the price is the price. And people gonna pay that bread. People that really want it gonna pay that bread, and that's up to them. But I'm not paying it. You can miss.
Well, whoever wants to split up with me and just my house is your house on Sundays or vice versa, maybe we can work out that. Because listen, I don't know how I'm gonna handle this.
Take it to Circa.
I ain't driving downtown every Sunday to watch football. Get you a day bed. But then I can't even listen to the game. The DJ playing. I can't even listen to the game that I want to watch. That's the difference.
You have to go inside.
I need to listen. But they only listen to one game at a time. Like you can't I can't control the remote.
Hey, listen, like I said, Mel, if you got it, pay that bread. I mean, at the end of the day, do what you want to do. No one's
who want to come in. Who want to go halves on a YouTube for YouTube price plan?
I'm not doing it. I wouldn't pay $150 for it.
I need half of $250, so $125. I need one person, preferably someone that I already know that wants to come over on Sundays, and they can just.
Paying that. I'm not paying that. That's like ridiculous. They killing us. We already paying a cable fee, and then you got to pay a streaming service, and then on top of that, they know what they're doing. I'll be waiting for the Thursday nights on Amazon, or Sunday nights on regular TV, Raider app, whatever. I'm not paying that. That's ridiculous.
Disappointed. I am like.
I know you're devastated, but you got to figure it out. Hey, listen, I don't know. There's ways to get money out here. Maybe hit on a ticket. We've got playoffs going right now. You get your money off the sportsbook.
Ride my Bulls to the Eastern Conference Finals or something.
There's money to be made out here. Pick you a champion right now for the NBA. Put some money down and pay for your NFL thing.
Listen, anybody out there want to sponsor me and my YouTube subscription for DirecTV? $250. We can get in it early. We don't got to pay the full price. Come on. Just
funny thing is we
cash
app. For the YouTube,
so I gotta flash the cash app. I know I still got the cash apps in here somewhere. Listen, you could just cash app me. I'll get my little my GoFundMe for. That's what I need to do. I need to have a GoFundMe for my Sunday ticket because this ish is just not.
I feel like if you get sponsorship for this and we don't get sponsorship from our show, I'm gonna be tight. So y'all gonna rather pay the YouTube thing, but you're not gonna pay the Girl Chat Sports? How dare you?
Hello. We always are welcome for sponsors. If they pay into it, we give them free sponsorship or something. We'll plug something. Listen, look at the ideas coming. If you got a business and you want to contribute to my Sunday ticket, we will use your product, your service, your company. On the show, we'll mention it 4 times a show every week. There we go.
We got to do something. Ridiculous.
So yeah, that had me hot today because
I'm sure. I mean, that's ridiculous. They're insulting people.
I'm sorry, it's not $250 like I need. I need $350 because I'm not a YouTube subscriber. So I need $350 total. $175 each.
They're so out of line for that.
Cash at me $350. If you hit on a ticket this weekend, remember me. Just give me a cash app. Scroll back in the show. Find my cash app.
Do we know anybody that works for YouTube that can get us a deal?
Right. Come on. This is just mind blowing. Mind blown. On
top of my cable bill and all the other streaming services, and I know I don't pay for YouTube. So you break down all the games.
Right.
You're basically paying a cheap ticket to a game. Well, less than a cheap ticket because you got how many games? You got what, 15, 16, 17 weeks of football? 17 weeks.
Well, yeah, but still.
360, man, listen, I'm not paying that. That's crazy. Thank you, Miss V. That's crazy as heck.
Just rubs me the wrong way, all that.
I guess. I mean, they don't rub anybody the wrong way because it's insulting.
I mean, maybe if our podcast is on YouTube, can we get like a discount for having like X amount of shows on there? Like I need to hit up YouTube. That. Come on, YouTube. Let me do a snippet of this and throw it on our socials so that we can see
maybe something like that. But this is just outright paying that. It's just ludicrous. And you got to do it before June 6th, so they don't give you no timetable.
Hello.
Like I said, Mel, just put your little parlay tickets in, see what's hits on the wnba.
Listen, I washed out my account after March Madness, and I haven't gone back in to put nothing in yet. So maybe I don't know. I'm just
you got to get that bread some kind of way.
At least send me some good picks. If y'all ain't gonna send me no money, send me some guaranteed picks that I can bank on to get my money out.
There you go. There you go.
All right, we will. I'm sure I'll be ranting and raving about the YouTube TV Sunday Ticket.
That is so out of line.
But yeah, that was a major hot topic for me. It's ridiculous. Next up, this is insane, you guys. South Carolina, Notre Dame, both going to be matching up in Paris, November 6th. This is the first time that an NCAA men or women's team has played in Paris. And this is gonna be great. What's crazy is
crossing the pond. Look at that.
Crossing the pond. This is gonna be major.
Games. Look at that. And I love that it's women first.
Right? Women, and you got two Black women coaches there too. Like, just everything's making history here. I think it's great.
I love it. You love to see it.
You definitely love to see it. We had talked a little bit about last week on the show, Angel Reese, and her talking about she didn't want to go to the league right now because she's making so much money. Her NIL
if I was getting $1 million and 17 NIL deals, I wouldn't go either.
Her NIL values of it $1.3 million. She's also gained over 2 million followers since the beginning of March, and she was on her and Flau'jae had a WNBA draft little show, and she was mentioning the teams they would want to go to, and they only want to go to big marketplaces where they can still make money in the offseason. They ain't trying to be no overseas players. They're trying to make their money, get their deals once they finish up school. But from the looks of it, she's not going to leave until she has to leave. 1.3, I wouldn't either. Yeah, no.
I mean, the WNBA players are for nothing, and no disrespect, they don't even get that.
No.
So why would I be
not at all?
To leave somewhere?
There's only a couple. There's only a handful that make over $1 million, and she'd have a rookie contract, which is crazy.
No, she was on that other podcast with Batty Boy that was calling Russell Wilson corny, saying, "Oh no." She and Flo both were like, "No, we're good. We are so good." And I felt her on that through my soul. Like, if I got the most NIL deals out of any player in the NCAA, men or women, and it's valued at 1.3 million that you're saying, yeah, I'm good. And
they were on it.
And even with Flo, they talked about how they are more so conservative with the spending. They ride around in a little scooter. She says, I try to get clothes from all the apparel, like free apparel. Anything that's going to sponsor me on free apparel, I'll do my clothes
everything.
Like that. She's like, I see a nutrition person for my food. She's like, we don't spend any money.
Absolutely.
So to have that, and then you got a bag like in the process, like, come on, that's a no-brainer.
Shout out Raquel for joining in. She said she can meet the expectations. I think we all hope that she's able to become what, she's able to do on the college court. We always know that there's a little difference between college play and professional play. It might take them a year or so, but if she can come in and be the dynamic one. But look, what is she going to be, a junior this year? She got 2 more years, if not 3, because of the COVID year.
She led the SEC in double-doubles. She can do it.
Might have a COVID year. She's young. I don't know. Yeah, it's crazy.
They're freshmen. She can do it, or they're going into sophomore year. She can do it. Okay. Let them chill. She's gonna ride it all out. And people
bank all that money
because they did not talk about money. They talked about her all. They talked all about Caitlin, but they slept on Angel. That's what happens when you sleep on a sleeping giant. You woke her up, and when she tweeted that what they did to South Carolina was so disrespectful, yeah, that vengeance was coming, and she showed it on the court.
Yes, she did.
Showed it on the court. So I'm happy for her. Now, my question is, I wonder if she's going to go to the White House visit because LSU did.
She did say she was going there. She did say she was going there. Okay. She is going. What's up, Miss Bollandy?
What's up, Miss Bollandy?
I think she probably has some more of the school's pressure too, I'm sure, but we never know.
Well, I know the school has to decide, but yeah, she probably could have, but I would have kept that in. Like, nah, I'm not going to go, but y'all go for me, like, for real.
Well, she'll be there, but yeah, that money she's making, ain't no one trying to leave for all that.
What would you? It don't take a 19-year-old to figure it out. That's $1.3 million. What are we talking about right now? That you get
per
now.
year? And she going to get more.
This ain't no trust after you graduated, sitting there waiting for you. Even then, it's
right.
This is constant. Get out of here. She wasn't born yesterday. She wasn't born today. She was born, like, for real. She wasn't born yesterday. She was born today.
No. And I just wanted to highlight, I couldn't put no videos up because I didn't want to get, taken off YouTube or nothing. But I did attend the New Edition of concert this last weekend or on Friday last week. Bobby did show up. I did made a tweet about it because it was like he was on load management. If he was in a song, he took the next song off, or if he had a song coming up, he took that song before off. So we saw him, hibernating in these tunnels before the stage. But amazing show. Guy did wonderful. Tank was there. I mean, it was a good show. It was a great show, and 4 hours long. So I know there was a lot. I saw a lot of people posting about it. Got the money's worth for sure. Had a great time. So yeah, shout out to New Edition Legacy Tour. If it's coming to your town, get out there. I know they were hitting up like San Diego and LA, I think next. And people were just saying that to continue to know that Bobby was going to be on tour. So
yeah,
there we have that. Yeah. What's the game?
I
know right now we've got the Thunder game, the Thunder and Pelicans. So tight game still looks like, yeah.
Yeah, 47-40. Who do you have in this game?
I don't have any, but I mean, I don't want to say the Thunder because it's the Sonics. It's the
money on the line. Who are you picking?
I'd probably pick the Thunder.
Okay, because of Shai Gilgeous?
I think Shai, and I don't know. I'm not a Pelicans fan. I just don't know who's even on the team anymore. Like, without Zion, I don't really watch Pelicans games very often to know what's happening.
We got Brandon Ingram.
So. Oh, Brandon's there. Yeah, I like Brandon.
I got my guy BI for the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
And Zion spoke on his injury today. They have yet to have cleared him after only playing 26 games this season. Saying that he physically is not in any pain or anything, but he just doesn't feel like he could be out there playing with the team. Right? His mentals ain't matching his body. Basically, is what I took from it. But they're saying doctors haven't cleared him and all this other hippity hoopla from pulling the hammy in January and then reactivating in February. I mean,
let's just we're going to slide into some NBA. We've got Raquel's in the chat asking about the Tristan returning to the Lakers. I'd like to hear your take on return. Now we do have the playoff picture coming up. I do have a screenshot of that. So Bulls just eliminated the Raptors. They'll be facing the Heat. Lakers advance. They'll be facing the winner of this game in the play-ins. Playoffs officially start on Saturday. And this is what it looks like. And if you hadn't heard, West Coast Cali living. So all 4 of the California NBA teams have made the playoffs for the first time since all being in California.
Oh, yeah.
One of them being your Lakers and beating the Timberwolves last night.
Yeah.
Mo, do you think Rudy being out of that game had some effect on it, or?
Absolutely not, because Rudy Gobert is just a defensive player under the paint. He's not anything. If anything, what he would have done was taken more fouls than what they were giving. What's Batty Boy's name that was in foul trouble?
I don't remember.
Can't think.
I wasn't able to watch the game. That's why I wanted your take a little bit, just because I was at the gate.
It's not like he's a non-factor, but he's kind of like more of a defensive guy.
I mean, but the game, I thought, I was checking in on quarterly when I was at the Vegas Golden Knights game last night. Shout out to the Golden Knights, and shout out to Sarah for inviting me to see the Kraken play. But I saw them down 12, 13, 14 at half or something like that.
I don't know, but I feel like you need to stay out of Lakers business right now.
I mean, I'm curious. I want to know. Tell me about your team then.
Don't worry about it.
And then you go into overtime. Goes into overtime. So it was.
See what that Bulls gonna do after they beat this round. Let's see what they gonna do. Don't worry about my Lakers.
Listen.
I'm gonna give you my opinion on my Lakers. All jokes aside, I'm gonna give you my opinion on the Lakers game. Okay, it's tough when you have a man like from Akron that wants to take the ball the whole game and a street clothes person playing in unison. It's a very ugly win for us. It wasn't the best win. They had to go into overtime. I mean, the biggest mistake was the freaking foul. How dare you? Why would you foul Anthony Edwards, AD? Why would you do that? When we have less than a few seconds left in the game, you go and foul this man, Anthony Edwards of all people. I mean, this is ridiculous. So I don't know what to expect with this team. I just know I'm excited somewhat that we are in the playoffs, because I didn't think we were going to do that. I didn't even think we were going to make it to the play-in because the first half of our season was just absolute trash. And then when the trades came in, we started looking better. The only question I have for my Lakers is, where's Lonnie Walker? Why are we not utilizing him? You had Ryu out there. You had Troy Brown Jr. out there. They only got 2 points in that game because the guy from Akron, the old man, wants to come in and hog the ball all the time. I don't understand this Lakers system where they always have to facilitate the ball to LeBron before any one of them can take a shot.
Because it's LeBron's team, you know that.
It's just all of that. It's a mess. So I'm not expecting much. We play, if we go against OKC, sometimes they have our number. I feel like we can get past them. If it's the Pels, I don't know. God bless us. We'll figure it out. But they got to you got all these people and you don't use them. Deloading, come on. I don't understand. I think deloading only had 2 points that night. I got to look at the box score again. But it was just it's shameful.
Was Tristan on the bench last night? Was Tristan playing? Is he playing at all yet? Or what's your feeling on Tristan being coming over?
I didn't pay attention to him being in the game, and I really don't care. Because my thing is, why is he there?
Why did they bring him over? I don't know.
That's
do they expect AD to be injured again soon? Is that what's happening?
That's the old man from Akron making money moves like this. I don't know. Who cares?
Oh man. They also released the dates. I know you probably can't see this, but the NBA, if you go to NBA's Twitter or their Instagram, they released all the dates for the games for the Western Conference and Eastern Conference games. So you can go look up if you're trying to go catch a game, whether it be in Phoenix or in LA or Sacramento or wherever you may be. Those dates are posted. So should be interesting how this
should. I mean, I'm loving how the West is, and I'm loving to see some teams in there. The biggest game I'm looking forward to mostly this weekend is Sacramento against Golden State. So you got Mike Brown, a former coach of Golden State, who took all their plays against the Warriors. That is going to be the game on Sunday that I'm looking forward to.
We saw how the Warriors came out the other night when they had 55 points in the first quarter. Like you said, the Warriors just can't count out.
You're getting Wiggins back. This is going to be very interesting. I cannot count Golden State out on a finals contender just because of who they are. If there was any team to do a back-to-back, it would be Golden State, in my opinion.
Oh, Lord. Well, Raquel said that Tristan's is in shape. She said, I mean, he could be in shape, but is he playing? Is he gonna?
I don't even know why.
I mean, I think Chloe's the only person happy at this point that he's closer to his kids. Maybe I
don't know. I just don't follow Tristan like that. It's kind of like a non-factor to be on this thing.
Well, he was a non-factor playing with Chicago. I know that much. Yeah,
it was a non-factor, and it's just really I don't understand why he's wearing purple and gold. I don't know what's the expectation with that, and when he's gonna play, because both of our games are do or die. If we're gonna play it's do or die, I just don't like. Wins.
Well, the next game for sure. It's you got to move it on. This is oof.
I hate this whole play-in thing
too. I hate the whole play-in.
I do. I just
the play-ins are crazy.
Place, and you got to fight to keep your seat. And
just have the playoffs. So have them play 1 through 10. Then just do 1 through 10 in the playoffs.
1 through 10, 1 through 8. Just do the 1 through 8.
And they should do it again where those first rounds. Maybe the first round is 3 games. Maybe the first round's 3 and then 5. Don't have to have 7-game series. For the last ends of rounds. That's. I don't know. I don't think you need 7 rounds.
I just think it's so silly.
For 7 games.
My dad and I were getting all confused on the phone last night of how the play-in works. It's so confusing. It's so frustrating. So this team, this team, but this team, but this team is already in that position. It was just too much mathing for me. I got all
too much mathing happening.
It was too much. It was way too mathing happening for me. Just let it go. Excuse me, but I get the gist of how it's working. I just don't like it.
I'm not a fan of it either, but I guess if the powers that be believe this is the way, then this is the way.
Yeah. Guess so.
I guess so. I do want to talk about some Las Vegas sports real quick since we jumped a little bit. Again, shout out to Sarah. We went to the VGK last night. It was fan appreciation night because it was their last home game of the regular season. They won 50. They're at 50 wins, so they've already won as many games as they did their inaugural season when we went to the Stanley Cup. Ooh. And we haven't done that since. So because the score was 4-1, you know, when you win 3 tacos, you get, or when you win, you get 3 goals, you get free tacos from Taco Bell. So everybody in the audience got free tacos that they can use a ticket for. Also, they were giving away some pretty cool things throughout the night for the fans, including anybody who has a ticket from yesterday's game gets free admission to fly over Vegas, over there on the Strip. I think it's like the old Showcase. It's kind of like a 3D kind of amusement ride, but you're flying over some kind of cool thing. So I'm going to probably check that out with my free ticket as well. But they have one more game of the regular season against the Kraken in Seattle on Thursday. And then it's playoff time. We haven't, because we won and Edmonton won yesterday. There is no number 1 for the Pacific Division yet. So we're still trying to solidify that, hopefully tomorrow.
I thought we had clinched it, but I guess not.
Unfortunately not. And then Edmonton went to overtime and won, which is just
that's what
anyway.
did it then. That's what did it. Interesting.
We'll talk about the draft in a little bit too, but I did want to do a quick shout out for our new aces who was drafted. Unfortunately, the last pick, there's only 36 picks in all of the WNBA draft. There's 3 rounds of 12, but you know, because the aces are the champs, we had the last pick. They got Brittany Davis from Alabama. Brittany was the All SEC first team last year, as well as a 2-time SEC Player of the Week, and she averaged 17 points a game. So shout out to her. And I didn't get the name, but I know we just also signed someone to the training roster from Duke.
From UNLV.
Did we get Essence Booker too?
Yep, Essence Booker. She's on today. I
didn't see that.
I didn't shout her out on it. I left her a comment on UNLV.
I didn't see that. Awesome, because I didn't.
Yeah,
I just saw a girl from Duke go through first, but amazing.
Yeah, so we got UNLV's own. That's
I'm glad she did.
Yeah. What do we think about this Brittany girl? Because you think it's another De'Erica Hamby in the mix?
I don't think. I don't know. If she's able to put up 17 points, granted the SEC in women's basketball. I mean, she's going against some players. She's going against LSU. She's going against the Georgias, but look at our roster already starting. Like if Coach Hammond wants to get to the bench and start utilizing some of her bench, that she could be a great player for that position. However, you know, you're not working your way into a starting position with our squad. You know, you're trying to even just get you're trying to get on the roster period at this point. Because we know sometimes you get drafted and you may not even make the roster. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with how training camp goes for the ladies, which I think is coming up pretty soon.
Well, the thing of it is I wasn't even referencing that. I was thinking the fact that she's a mom. And was this a kind of we take mothers type thing for the De'Erica Hamby situation? She's a mom.
They took Candace too. Candace is a mom.
Yeah.
You know, so, and she's not, I'm guessing, pregnant while she got drafted. She already had her child, I think, 2 years ago she was off. So maybe they're trying to change their narrative a little bit. I don't know.
That's what I'm asking. That's what I'm thinking. I was like, is this a De'Erica Hamby thing all over again? Like, are we trying to fix it?
I don't know if they can fix it, and then they can't even talk about it. None of them will talk about it still. So I guess that all comes out when it comes out, when that, after an investigation concludes, or maybe we'll see some petty shade on the benches between the Sparks and the Aces game. We don't know. We'll see what happens. It's going to be very interesting. But congratulations to the Aces. This one was pretty funny. Apparently Usher was over at the Aces practice at the gym, got a picture with Jackie, and Asia got in the tweets and was like, Usher was at the gym today and I missed him. Good night, everyone. So Usher out there looks like, I don't know if he was practicing with the ladies or just warming up, or maybe just caught them while he was at the gym in a different different area, but can't be mad at that.
Asia countered back with her picture with Usher from the Usher concert with her looking fly. She said, "You think you're the only one, Jackie?" She just retweeted that. So they're going back and forth with it. She really was. She really was. She was really tight about that.
Yeah.
So she came back with her little photo with Usher when they were out, and it was a cute picture too. She's like, "You act like you the only one that ain't got a picture with Usher." Like,
Well, they want to see Usher coming during the games. Remember, like last year with the championship,
Right.
they called out
I remember
everybody
all
in
that.
Vegas to start coming to
Yep.
the games. So we'll see if we
Maybe he
see
will.
Mr. Usher courtside at a game soon.
Maybe he will. Maybe he
Yeah.
will.
Shout out to our, well, I don't know about the Aviators. They know they started their season last week. We're a week into it. They're 2-8. They aren't doing so great. Remember last year we were at the top of the Pacific for most of the season. They are at the very bottom of the Pacific. Of course, you still got your bark in the parks. You can bring your dog to the pitch on Wednesdays. You got $2 beer. This Friday there's a beanie giveaway, and Saturday there's a jersey giveaway. But check this out. I want to show you another new bat dog. So this is Rune.
What happened to Finn?
Finn's still there. Don't freak out, people.
Okay.
Finn's still there, but Finn is 12 now. So 12, he's getting a little up on his age. So I remember Ruin had come in a little bit. I saw it a game or two last year, but officially she's made the Aviators social media. I believe it's a she. But I believe the trainer for both works for both of them. So I think Finn just needs a little extra help sometimes. Maybe he needs a little load management. He's got a load management.
Well, yeah, and he needs a relief, like the relief pitchers, just a relief bat dog.
Yeah. So make sure to check them out. And last but not least, shout out to our lights man. So the U.S. Open they won last week. So now, just for you that don't know about, the U.S. Open Cup is an annual knockout tournament that happens every year. It's open to professional and amateur soccer clubs. It's been around since like 1913. So last week we had won. Next week, April 26th, the lights will be at Cashman Field facing against Real Salt Lake. So they're actually going up against an MLS team. This will be the first ever appearance by an MLS club at Cashman Field in an official competition.
Now I'll go to that.
Listen, we might have to postpone our show next week because this might.
Like I'm down. Go to something like that. That XFL thing was some BS, but I'll go to this.
Tell me about it. And this is the first time that they're in actually like an MLS competition. This is their MLS team they're going against. So this is big time for us. And who knows if they can pull it off? Like it'll be amazing.
Lights jersey on.
Will. Listen, I got my lights cape still. We gotta put my cape on.
Yeah, I'm going. We gotta go.
All right. Let's look at tickets. Actually, let's hit him up. I'll hit him up. We'll see.
Yeah.
I actually kind of want to go as a fan. I think fan.
I want to go as a fan though, so I can wear my jersey. Yeah. Like what are you talking about?
Same. Let's do fans. Fan. We're down. We will be there. So if anyone wants to come with us, the lights game, holla at us. Let's get a group together. Let's support these guys because this is big time and it's pretty major. So yeah. About the WNBA draft. Let's get back to some women here because this was the second or the most viewed WNBA draft since 2004, the second most viewed NBA draft on a record, over 500,000 viewers, up 42% from before. So people were tuned in. It's showing that maybe there's an uptick in people in, wanting to catch WNBA action.
NCAA tournament.
Coming off
and they want to see
wonderful, yes.
They want to see where these girls go.
And we saw some great things.
Was going to be first round draft pick. We knew that was going.
Right. But so these are the draft grades that were given by the Athletics. So the Dream came out, the Sky, Wings. Listen, the Wings had like 4 picks. The Fever obviously got the number one pick. Aaliyah Boston, of course. Diamond Miller went number 2 to the Lynx. Maddie Segrist went to the Wings. But we also have to talk about the dress. These ladies kind of came out too. And I didn't even recognize Zia Cook. Zia Cook is there on the bottom left. I don't have the before picture, but I had tweeted on our Instagram because usually when you saw her in the games, you didn't see her doll. You don't see these ladies doll that much.
So she's in the games.
This girl came out with her Oscar nominee gown on. Yeah,
I was for it. I loved it.
I believe a lot of the flavor for the draft was like a lot of suit sets, which was cool. A lot of suit sets with cami bras or something more revealing underneath. But it was very cool. It was dope.
I think this was the best look I've seen in a draft in a long time.
Yeah,
I think they all brought good fashion to this draft.
Very.
And were very creative with their look.
It was pretty funny because they're showing, I think they were doing it with Ashley and somebody else. They were showing them what the draftees were wearing back in like Candace Parker days. And it was funny to kind of watch them try and find something positive because these girls, you know, Candace and them had like the worst suits on. Someone had this like sparkly hat.
Yeah,
it was terrible all around. Yeah, and they're trying to like pinpoint finding good things when really there was nothing great about this outfit.
I mean, if you go back, even looking at the guys in the 90s with the cool out suits, like wide leg suits and over, like, man. I mean, it's just a good transition to see something fresh from these girls. And I like that. They brought their femininity with it, with the whole glam look and all of that. Didn't understate that, highlight. Even if they were in androgyny with their suits, they still brought glam to that look. So I just was all about it.
Ashley had velvet on her shoulders. Like, it was really beautiful.
I was all about it. All the appliques, all the accents, accessories, everything. Wow. It was great.
Yeah.
It was refreshing.
Shout out to Freddie. What's up, Freddie? Thanks for tuning in. They actually, you know,
Hi, Fred.
they had their WNBA draft for the Empire Sports Network, and I'm in it. And I forgot. I didn't realize it was today. I don't know why you guys are drafting on April. What are we? April 12th? Like, games don't start till like the 18th or the 16th or something. I just threw me off. So I guess I had to auto draft on that one. Side note: our Girl Chat Sports League will still be in play. I just submitted it. So if you were playing with us last year, feel free to rejoin, renew. If you want in, let us know. Let me know. I'll twist Mo's arm again. Spot. No, Mo's playing.
No, I'm not. You guys are playing for money this year. I need money.
We're not playing. I didn't
because it's money. So I'm only doing one this season.
Pete has a WNBA league.
Oh, you talking about WNBA? Or are you talking about?
Yes. No, I'm talking about the WNBA.
No,
yeah.
No.
Yes, it's come on.
Stop it. Stop. I'm not doing that.
She'll play.
No, I'm not. There's gonna be people out there that are willing to play this, and
You're willing to play. You'll be good. You'll be fine. You might just win it.
I'm just coming off of an NBA draft. No. Good.
The NBA draft was not recently. The NBA draft was back in like November. What are you talking about?
You're just coming off. NBA fantasy just ended for me. I just ended my NBA fantasy a week ago.
Okay, so now you need something to start to be in. There's nothing happening right now, so you can have one. You got one you can do.
Stop. No, I'm putting my foot down. You get a whole break from football, and I don't get no break. I don't think so. Not today.
How did I not get a break for football?
You didn't do NBA fantasy. You weren't checking in.
I never do NBA fantasy.
Exactly. So you have a break. I do it. So I'm rolling from football to NBA, and then you want me to go WNBA. What's next? You want to throw in baseball for me too?
Hell no. I can't even do it. No.
I'm not drafting none of this stuff.
Mo, she's such a woof.
You had a good squad last season. I checked on y'all. I saw y'all line up. I saw what y'all was doing. You guys are great.
Whatever. You was in it last year. You had an entry. What are you talking? You just didn't play?
I just didn't play.
I thought you was in it. Oh,
nope.
Lame.
I didn't even draft. I think you auto drafted me, but I never changed my roster. I didn't do anything. I let it sit. So like I said, I'm not playing.
Ain't this some
I don't think I was in it. Like I think you had a full roster of people. But I'll find a sub. I'll find a sub somewhere.
I can't. What's up, Dre? Dre Day Podcast, our guy out there in New York. I know he's ready for the season to start.
I'm happy about the Lakers being in the playoffs. You know, I'm not going to be mad at it. I just don't know what we're going to do going forward.
Right.
Like if we could win this thing. Because we got the old man in street clothes. Akron in street clothes. Everybody's mad at them too, by the way. I'm not the only one that's upset about them. But we'll see. Hope that answers your question. I don't know.
Brittany Griner announced that she is going to write her memoirs on her experience in being wrongfully detained out in Russia for those 10
we knew
months.
That was coming.
Oh yeah, and
we knew that was
apparently the book should be released sometime in spring of 2024. And listen, I'm gonna be on it.
I mean, we knew it was coming. There's gonna be a book and then a film too, so or a docuseries, something.
She gotta get that money because she's not going overseas no more.
Oh no, absolutely
That's not happening.
I wouldn't at all. Yeah,
absolutely.
So, and it's a good outlet for her to publish something, but we knew it was coming. I'm not really surprised at this move. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So right now it's
It'll be
halftime.
good.
Pelicans 63, Thunder 57. Pels are up. I have a friend that bet on the Thunder because Pels were favored to win this game, but you know you always win better when you bet against the house.
Okay.
So
yeah.
We'll see if they can pull it together in the second half.
They just bet for the win, or did they bet money line, or they bet the spread?
They just bet on the spread, just a win-loss. Yeah,
that's the money line.
Oh, is that the money line? Oh,
yeah.
No, that's what he did. That's what I'm thinking he did.
Oh.
I don't know. He just told me he was gonna go and place a bet. Hopefully, he did it.
I want to break into some baseball, but before we do that, can we just admire Gabe for a little bit?
Yeah. But I needed a shirt off pick for him.
Yeah, well, it's in season, so I didn't want to go any throwbacks or nothing. I mean, I can always flash you again with our usual him running on the beach.
Yeah, the running,
yeah. But I feel like
this is good in season picks to see.
Yeah, in season picks. I mean, you're kind of getting a chance to check out all angles of Gabe, the beard, the uniform, the lats,
those hands.
Man, listen.
Traveling to different hotels.
Major League Baseball is
being a foodie.
Yeah. Major League Baseball is in full effect. I can't believe the Tampa Bay Rays are undefeated right now. We're still early in the season. But 11-0. 11-0. We're at 11-0.
That's good for them. I can't believe it though. I didn't see that coming.
Maybe it's the girl wait, do they have a girl? No, I'm thinking about the Marlins. Was there a girl at the Rays organization? I can't remember. I know the Marlins did, but I don't know.
It is a female on the
on the Rays. I'm thinking maybe that is helping or something.
Yeah, she's one of their front office people. Yeah, maybe that's what it does. Shoot, I don't know. Tampa Bay Rays.
Interesting. I've never seen this happen before. So the Twins shortstop Kyle Farmer has to have surgery to realign his teeth after he got struck by a pitch in the face with a 92 mile per hour fastball by the White Sox. Can you? Ouch. Realign his teeth. And I'm surprised there's teeth even there.
Not for nothing, this time thing is crazy too, because you got to time the pitches and time the hits. So now the balls are coming faster, they're coming sooner. I mean,
right.
We knew this was gonna be some kind of disaster coming.
Listen, I shared with Danetta, Miss Bolland last week, because we talked about the time clock, how it's already getting people to strike out, like it's a full count, tied game, bottom of the ninth, whoop, there's your strike three because of a pitch.
Yep.
So Ohtani already has the first pitch and hit to have had both an incident with the pitch clock. I mean, it's wild.
When it gets into postseason, this thing is going to be a disaster. It's going to be causing some controversy, and I'm just going to be right here looking for it.
But big shout out to Jared Klinick for the Mariners, because he hit a historic 482-yard home run, which is the longest in Wrigley Field's history as the Mariners beat the Cubs. Mariners have been struggling a little bit here and there, and we are 5-8, I think, but it's okay. We're still early. I know you've been ups and down with your Dodgers as well, but
they're in San Francisco with fine-ass Gabe, and it's hard right now. It's Tuesday.
Why aren't we there? Why didn't we go?
With the Giants ahead on a run, like right now, and it's the bottom of the fourth.
Why aren't we in San Francisco, Mo? I mean,
I don't know. But why did Dave Roberts pull Dustin May yesterday when he was pitching very well? I mean, Kershaw had strikeout after strikeout, but you let him sit in on all those innings. And when Dustin May came in, and yet granted, Dustin May is coming off of injury for our Dodger fans, so maybe that could be part of the reason he pulled him early. But he was hot. But to no avail, we lost.
Better get on the bat line. Better make a few calls.
We're losing this series. My Dodgers are just not doing good right now. So I mean, we're 6-5, but away is just not looking good for us. Gabe is hotness.
Yeah,
we got Dodger fans there that are not there for true fandom. They're there to see Gabe.
I believe it. I would be there only to see Gabe. So
man, I've seen the TikToks where girls are in Dodger outfits and they're like, we're really here and got these great seats to peep Gabe. But at least they're wearing Dodger stuff, but still they're there to peep Gabe. I get it though. It's hot.
And for any other fellow stalkers of Gabe out there, make sure you want to sit on the visitor side of the bench so that way you're seeing the dugout. and seeing him, because if you're sitting behind the home dugout, you're not going to see him because he's in
No,
it.
you're not.
So,
you got to get the away. You definitely got to
words of advice, because the dugout, you can't see players in it unless you're on the other side of the field.
That's right.
Other side of the diamond. So
that's
buy your tickets accordingly.
Yeah, especially to see him.
Hey, you know,
it's so unparalleled. Like, why is he so fine? I don't understand what's going on right now.
I think we're just gonna have to have a Gabe Kapler segment every week for baseball season. Just any news on Gabe, a new cookbook, a new recipe, a new tattoo.
You know what? Next episode, I'm gonna just have to screen record his foodie video so we can see those.
Or just send me a link so I can, record. Yeah. Oof, yeah. He's a cook. You know, men that cook. Listen, that's already like plus 10.
And know their way around the kitchen and wear an apron.
I can see Mo with the heart emoji eyes right now.
I'm so in love.
We're gonna switch it real quick because we know that Odell Beckham got signed by the Ravens, and I know I gotta include one of my favorite guys' videos. Benchwarmer Brand came through with another good one for the Lamar signing. Hang on.
Can't wait to see it.
Odell? Lamar, good news. I'm signing with the Ravens. What? Why? What do you mean, why? You recruited me, remember? Yeah, I recruited you in the middle of the season when I was throwing to Deshaun Jackson and Sammy Watkins. We were one step away from trying to get Jeremy Maclin out of retirement. He played there? Kinda. Whatever. I'm here now, so let's get after it. Odell, I don't even know if I'm going to be here this year. Oh, sorry, Lamar. Rogers is calling me. I got to let him down gently. Trust the process. Yeah, okay. Trust. Is this your plan? To entice me to stay by signing a 30-year-old receiver who's had 2 ACL surgeries and hasn't made a Pro Bowl since Obama was in office? Well, you said Nelson Aguilar wasn't enough. That will never be enough. Whatever. I'm assuming you at least got Odell for cheap. Well, what did you pay him? $18 million. But it's incentive-based, so he won't necessarily get all of it. Oh, okay. It does start at $15 million, though. What? You paid that much money for a guy who has as many receiving yards in the last 3 years as Donovan Peoples-Jones had last year? Who's Donovan Peoples-Jones? I don't know. Look, Lamar, when it comes to signing great players, money is really no object. I hate you so much.
I don't know.
Comes to signing great players, money is no object, except for you, Lamar.
Right.
Because they still ain't paying him.
Well, it's a trouble situation because you asked for a wide receiver.
Yeah.
This is the wide receiver that came to the availability.
And now you got one.
Lamar's in a pickle with his contract. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, you kind of feel like he's gonna be there just because they did sign Lamar.
I don't think he has a choice.
It's
terrible. I don't think he has a choice.
I really hope that if anything else, if he does stick through this year, that he at least gets himself an agent. He needs someone working for him on this, not just himself. He's got to do it with somebody who can make this happen because he can't do this by himself.
And this is why we're in the mess we're in, because you're not an agent.
Speaking of messes in the NFL, we still haven't seen a deal for the Aaron Rodgers to the Jets. He's still out there, technically a Packer still. Supposedly, the Packers want a second-round pick and a guaranteed 2024 first rounder. So they want a 2023 this year's draft, which is coming up at the end of the month, a second-round pick, as well as one from next year, 2024 first rounder from the Jets for Rodgers. But the Jets reportedly refused to make a deal with a guaranteed first-round pick because they saw what happened with Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson. I understand, but they're hesitant because they're not trying to give up all those picks like the Seahawks got, which I can fully understand. However,
I wouldn't want to give that up either.
But now it's like the clock is ticking because the draft is the end of April, and if there's no deal made, the Jets are going to draft who they want. They're not going to be giving their draft pick out to somebody else.
He's still going to sign with the Jets regardless. That's going to get done. My question is now: is Jordan Love ready to be their starting quarterback for Green Bay?
I mean, I feel like he should be. I mean, he's been there. Just like, Rodgers was there for Favre. Yeah. Favre.
When the criminal down in Mississippi left, when Favre left.
The
it was
welfare
the same
criminal.
thing. They were giving Rodgers headache like they didn't know, they weren't sure, and look who he ended up being. So to learn under Rodgers, I'm sure Jordan Love will be just fine. But I'm not shook about so much this Jets thing and them having to trade. He is coming to the Jets. definitely going to happen. I just think that's going to get restructured since, to your point, it's coming to the end draft at the end of the month. So,
and they got to make something happen if they want draft picks for this season, for this year.
I mean, yeah.
Oh man,
that'd be crazy if he comes back to Green Bay. Green Bay don't even want him now. I'm talking to Green Bay fans. And just
he's already checked out. He's already gone.
Yeah,
he checked out. He's done.
Yeah.
So before I get into some girl power moments, we did skip over, and really he's worth skipping over, but I have to mention it because we do have a Jugadores loco, and his racist ass name is Mark Taylor. If you haven't heard about it, you're probably living under a rock, but Mark Taylor is an owner of Edge Sports. He basically trains and helps develop high school and college kids, as well as been a former middle school teacher and whatnot. And I don't know. This guy videotaped himself driving through Atlanta, making a bunch of racist remarks, discussing just terrible, terrible things about the African-American community, Black people in general. He used the N-word when talking to a woman that he saw that was trying to cut him off. He got on the phone, which is the right picture. He went to his hotel room, made some more comments. It's just like, it was terrible.
Order women
prostitutes,
and use derogatory words with them.
Terrible. Unbelievable. Yeah. The videos were
it's
so
not unbelievable,
ridiculous.
but I think everybody going forward needs to go to his website and just leave all bad reviews.
Exactly. Or how about just no longer use him ever, period. Let's let him just,
I say shut the business down. Go in there and shut that business down. There should have been a protest right outside that complex.
Outside of it. What's crazier is that in 2009 he was sentenced to probation because he was found guilty of stalking a woman. He also had previously been convicted of domestic violence for harassing his then ex-wife. He was also on probation for interfering with witness tampering and intimidating his former fiance, which overlapped his other probation. So he got sent to prison and was there until 2012. In the video, you also see him with a handgun. He talks about his Glock. Why this guy who's
So he's a vile human being, is what you're telling me right now.
Complete. I mean, that's understood. I mean, you don't even that he's
I mean, the thing of it is he's going to plead that he has dementia and all this other stuff because of his age.
Or he wasn't on his meds, or there was something else happening in life.
He's going to use all that. But I tell people, go to his website, leave a Yelp review, hit that Instagram.
Pick it outside his business. Find his house. How about that? Because you want to find the houses of our politicians. Go find his house and pick it outside.
Well, the thing of it is they can go on Instagram. They flooded his comments. I went immediately to his Instagram page on both. And he didn't even turn them off. So the fact that he's wanting to smoke, I think everybody needs to be giving him smoke.
He's not even smart enough to know how to work social media. What they are saying is that he's currently dealing with getting a divorce, and that supposedly his future ex-wife leaked the videos from their shared iCloud account.
Well, good. She divorced because he's a racist? Let's hope so.
Well, let's hope so. And hopefully it wasn't some more domestic violence or other issues. But yeah, that guy's a POS.
He's a disgusting human being, honestly. And he doesn't deserve to have a business, and he doesn't deserve to be around our kids.
Yeah, so make sure you go to Speed Edge Sports. I believe it's out of Georgia. Speed Edge Sports. Find them, leave some reviews, and find Mark Taylor. He has a Facebook page that apparently he, thinks that he's a devout, loving Christian.
Do everything you possibly can to shut him all the way down.
Yeah,
terrible. And I'm talking to the allies because we tired.
That's all right.
So get out there and flood it. I'm not speaking directly to you because I already know.
I'm not. I'm just saying.
Get out there and flood his stuff up because it don't work when we do it. So get out there and flood his space all the way. That thing is just crazy. Like, it just makes no sense to even be that.
So ridiculous.
You knew what it was in Atlanta. You know what it is in Georgia. Tell us how you really feel. But I like the transparency. I want to know where people stand. I don't need no hidden gems.
Yeah, don't hide behind it. But the fact that you're being two-faced about it, you have clients. You have all your clients are pretty much.
That's like a slave owner. You're still profitizing off the backs of people. It's still racist. What does that mean? You're gonna get money off of us all day. No, we need to shut that down.
Absolutely.
No, that's crazy.
So back to some positive news now. Shout out to Girl Power, Allison Felix. Her ceremony was on the 10th for USC naming their new track and field there, the Allison Felix Field. So she was there to celebrate the inauguration of that, and pretty dope. I mean, can't beat having a track and field at USC named after you.
Your name on it.
Right.
Jeez, I was always trying to think if I was related to Alex and Felix. No, seriously, because my cousin's like the one you met and stuff. They're Felix. My dad technically should be Felix as his last name. He took his stepfather's last name. We tried. I don't think it didn't work. So
for to get on your 23andMe research or something.
Right. She's not one of us. We've asked the questions. Not one of us.
And shout out also to Texas Southern becoming the first HBCU to win a National Cheerleading Association National Championship. They won for the Spirit Rally National title. And here's a quick little bit. And I don't know if you caught it, but the mascot, the Tiger's in there getting it on too. He's in there putting in his work.
Shout out to my school, Southern University, who also competed in this. I'm not caring about Texas Southern. They're in the SWAC, but it's great because it's one of those things that we love when HBCUs can be highlighted on a world stage. Southern University dance team, cheer team, they brought it as well. They actually were ranked higher, but I think in the last part of the competition, they fell short. But their dance routine was stellar. So shout out to the
you should have sent it to me so I could have put that on there.
Because they're timing on landing with the beat, and they use techno music, which I loved. Great different type of energy for performance.
Yeah.
So shout out to my girls, those Jags. Care about no Tigers, no Grambling, no TSU. No.
I mean, but
no. It's great.
I'm celebrating girl power in the championships.
Like, my school didn't do it, but they did. Okay, but it's good when we have HBCU highlighted in.
We're supporting women. That's what we're doing.
We are.
It's not just the team. We're supporting women. Yes.
We are supporting women. And I'm a
part of girl power.
That's
what part of girl power is.
For everybody Black, and I love that they did that. However, I'm a Southernnite. What are you talking about?
We know who your team is. We know who your school is. We know who you.
I'm never gonna be like too on the flowers, but I gotta give flowers to where it's due on every occasion of that. Yeah.
Of course. We're going to get into some sneakers before we go. Of course, if you haven't heard, Michael Jordan's 13 breeds, they sold for $2.3 million. They are signed. They were worn by Michael in the second half of Game 2 in 1998, aka the last dance of the NBA Finals. This is the highest paid amount for a pair of sneakers at auction. Apparently,
I'm so
they
mad
were given.
People rather go see the Mario movie than that Air movie, and the Mario movie's killing it at the box office.
It's all the kids out there. It's all those kids out there.
But even the sneakerheads, they were like, "Nah, I think we're gonna go see that Mario movie." I'm like, "What?
What?
Are you serious?" Yeah.
Listen, I will go to Air 5 more times if I could. Like,
we're in a different generation.
Just like I have Last Dance saved on my DVR, I'm gonna have Air saved on there too whenever that comes on onto cable as well. But it's just ridiculous.
I just think the younger generations don't care about history.
Well, they're not the Jordan. They don't understand that Nike wasn't Nike always, like it didn't start big. Nike wasn't this big back then.
Well, yeah.
They don't know the story behind.
They don't care about history.
Yeah,
they don't even care. No. They're wearing it because it's like, oh yeah, we just know it's a trend. So we know that it's cool, but they don't care about history.
Yeah. So for some upcoming kicks, we've got a lot of springtime action coming up. So you got the Air Max, the mix and match pair. This is a teal tin and lemon wash. They've got mixing of different materials. There's like some corduroy, there's leather. I can't remember if there was suede or not too, but I'll have to shoot this one to Natalie. It has another animal print in. Maybe she can grab this one since she keeps missing the last one. The Dunks, the Citron Pulse. These will be out on the 13th. The last ones, the Air Maxes, will also be out on the 13th. We also have the Air Max Safaris that'll be out on the 15th. And then I'm breaking news right now. I may have to get a pair of New Balance. I don't know why, but I love the orange and green. For some reason, the colors of the orange and green is amazing. And these are Kith and Frank Lloyd Wright New Balance 998s. These will be out on the 17th. I'm feeling those.
You go, girl.
We don't care. G Dragon, the Peace Min. I don't even know I'm sure you probably know who it is. Peace Min.
Pierce Voss. Pierce Voss.
No, Peace Minusin. I don't know.
I don't know. Those things are ugly. Are they
Nike? The K1. This is the new version of Panda. Apparently, it's a dress golf shoe sneaker.
It's got a wingtip on it, and it's ugly.
Yeah, I know. But apparently, this is. You
better stop playing me. Why are we showing this kind of stuff? This is crazy.
April 18th for all those out there.
I mean, my goodness. It's a dress shoe sneaker golf shoe.
Golf dress shoe sneaker.
I can't.
It's a hybrid. Somebody wants to be doing all three.
The triple hybrid. It's a mud of a shoe. You got a wingtip at the toe box. You got a daisy or whatever the heck that is on the back.
Yeah.
You got
that's the logo.
With the old golf shoe.
The logo, I believe, for the Peace Minusin, or I don't know, whatever that is.
Listen, I don't know.
Anywho. All right. So the rest of the game will be ending. We're going to be heading out of here. We appreciate all those who have tuned in. If you're just catching the end of the show, make sure you catch the replay. Go to our YouTube, subscribe, find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Girl Chat Sports. And we'll see if we catch you next week or not. We might beat the Lights game. So we'll see what happens. But we'll check with you.
I want to go to that Lights game. I don't know where you're
I hear you. I'm down. I'm checking on tickets tonight. Okay. We're going to figure this out. So
we're going to have
we might just be going live. We might just go live from the Lights game. That's it.
Then go edit if you decide to do that. Don't put me in your live. I may be on some woo-hoo. But let's be fans for once. We can post clips. Anybody, listen, I don't think we should go live. Come to the game. Support these local lights. Why are we sharing when you could be at the game? Tickets are nothing. Nice weeknight. Perfect weather. Come to the game.
Great weather right now. You see how we didn't talk about no cold weather here either, because Vegas is now getting back warm.
Come to the game.
Yes.
Come to the match.
Come to the game. We'll see you next Wednesday at the Lights game. Catch you later. Bye.